And yeah, so it's a funny one because Kane scored 5 in 5 in the Premier League. He's doing, he's scoring the goals. But I wouldn't say I've been blown away. He's had a couple of games where you've thought, oh, he's been good in that. But I'd say overall, I don't think he's hit the heights we know he can hit yet. And Champions League especially, which is a competition he's been desperate to get back into, I don't feel he's taken either game thus far by the scruff of the neck. And I think he's a good enough player to do that as well, which I think is even more frustrating. And then there is the right-hand side. Yeah, I don't want to go into Emerson, really. I don't want to dig into him. I think enough people are doing that on social media. I don't want to add to that. You know my thoughts. The moves kind of end up stopping on the right. What I would say about Emerson as well, is apart from that he's got really good movement in getting into good attacking positions when the ball's on the other side, is I also feel he probably works better with Kulusevski. Because when he's with Kulusevski, it's almost like he just, the old T-shirts kind of, keep, like Berbatov, you say, keep calm and give the ball to me kind of thing. I kind of feel that's what he does with Kulusevski. He just goes, there you go, mate, have the ball. You can do it. I know what you can do. And so you'll often find that even when Emerson gets quite advanced when he's playing with Kulusevski, he will just play a simple pull-back ball to Kulusevski to then cut inside and do what he does. Whereas maybe when Kulusevski's not there, Emerson feels he has to try and create, and it's just not his game. It's not his fault. This is what I think I find sad about the fact that he is getting abuse on Twitter as well, is that he's a player. He is a round peg being tried to fit into a square hole. He's a good fullback. Although I would say on Tuesday, the one thing I constantly praise him for is often his defending. His defending was not great on Tuesday. The first goal, he was him and Kane were Paulinho got above them to head in. And in the second one, he and Romero just switched off. They were the two, and he just got nutmegged so easily for Arthur to score. And so, yeah, defensively, sorry, Emerson, I can't back you up on that. You've got Matt Doherty there. If Emerson isn't producing on the right-hand side and he's wasted 3 chances, get Matt Doherty in there. Get Jed Spence in there. There was one point where it was right before they scored their first goal. Matt Doherty and Ryan Sessegnon, Conte yelled at them to get back from their warm-ups, got them onto the sideline, was about to bring them on. Sporting scored Paulinho's header, and he sent them both back to the dugout. And I don't understand what changed. I know they scored, but what changed? You were still chasing the goal. And those are 2 players that will bring fresh energy and attacking impetus down the flanks. I don't get it. Still bring them on. But there you go. I'm not the manager. I don't think what else I was going to talk about, really. Jed Spence. I could talk about Jed Spence until the cows come home. Because I just feel... I'd hope that Conte's not being stubborn about it, and that it is more that there's something in training he hasn't quite seen yet, and that he just feels he still needs more work. And it may be like Basuma, he's not taking on the tactical elements that he wants as well. I just get this feeling that if he were to give him a chance, he would be surprised. Because I've said it a million times, he was very much bought as a player for Conte. He ticks every single box, really does, for a Conte player. So, yeah, give him a chance, Antonio, because I think you'll be very pleasantly surprised. And I think it'll be one of those maybe awkward moments where a player that he's kind of made his big thing, he's a club signing, I didn't sign him, but he'll be good, I reckon. I think if he lets him play, and he just, even in a game like that on Tuesday night, chuck him on for the last 20 minutes. He's a guy that is known for his attacking kind of wing-back play. Get him on there, give him a chance. But there you go, honestly. Because I think this is it for me. I think there's this thing that's kind of now going out because some of the games have been a little bit turgid at times. That, Conte football's dull football. It's not. It's not. Spurs have, I don't know if it still is the case, but they'd scored more goals than anyone else in 2022. It's not dull football. What the key is his system only functions properly with the right people in each position. Like I say, round pegs for round holes. So do it. Do it. And I do think if you have a functioning right-hand side as well as a left-hand side, and you have your 3 forwards working well together, whether that means Kulusevski comes in or not. That's how you do it. That's how it works. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully we'll see him be interesting to see what his lineup is. He said he will rotate for Saturday's game against Leicester. So I'm hoping to see a few changes. And Leicester have been in a bad way, but they can still pose a threat. They always do. Got a few players that always seem to do well against Spurs, obviously Vardy being one of them. Yeah, they are bottom, and they're not looking great at the moment, but at some point, you always feel there's going to be a kickback. And that Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, they booed, was it against Wolves at half-time? And I have no doubt that if the first half is not great against Leicester, they will do the same again. So I think there needs to be a strong start.